वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Hare Krishna. So as today Ekadashi, so we will read from the book written by Giriraj Swami Maharaj, I will build you a temple, the Juhu story. So today is also the disappearance day of Devanand Pandit. So in the latter part of my lecture, the end of my lecture, 10 minutes, I will speak on the pastime of Devanand Pandit. So now we will read and discuss, tell some stories also. So here, October 1970 to October 1973, arriving on the scene, a good fight. This is the chapter. So I was also heartened by what I learned about Srila Prabhupada's history with the Juhu land. When Prabhupada had first seen it in 1965, before going to America, he had thought, this would be a nice place to have a temple. And then 6 years later, having returned to India with 30 or 40 of his disciples, he had been offered the same land. He had been staying in Bombay in Akash Ganga, an upscale apartment building near the sea, which had been serving as our temple. So it had been close to most of our supporters' offices and residences, and the devotees had been making live members one after another. They had only one telephone, all that was allowed for a private residence, and Gargamuni Prabhu, Guru Kripa, Madhudvisa, Mahamsa, and Tushta Krishna would sit in a circle on the floor with a phone in the middle and take turning making calls. When one of them put the phone down, another would pick up, and then the next. That had gone on for hours every morning, just making appointments to meet people. And in the course of meeting people, Tushta Krishna had encountered Mr. A.B. Nair, the former sheriff of Bombay and editor of the Free Press Journal, one of the city's 3 English dailies, and after speaking with him and visiting him in his office, had brought him to Akash Ganga to meet Srila Prabhupada. One of the first things Mr. Nair had said to Prabhupada at their initial meeting was, I have a nice piece of land in Juhu that you might be interested in. Yadubar had noticed that he had been nervous, sweating, and practically shaking. You would think that Mr. Nair would have checked Prabhupada out. Yadubar later commented, checked out the person that he was offering the land to? But it seemed like he offered it immediately, right after he met him. Yadubar had not trusted Nair from the start, but Prabhupada, always gracious, had said, all right, and arranged to see the land. Om Jnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Sadakaya Chakhyurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupam Kadamayham Dadanti Swapadantikam Bandeham Sri Guru Sri Utapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamsa Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Nitam Tvam Sajivam Sa Advaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakha Nitamsa He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrundavaneshwari Vrisabhanusuti Devi Pranamami Hari Priye जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So before speaking and on this pastimes of Juhu, I would like to take the blessings of Girija Swami Maharaj, who has written this book, Srila Prabhupada and the Vaishnavas present here, that I could speak and read properly this pastime and try to understand myself and try to help all of you also that what we are reading here. So as we are hearing here that how Srila Prabhupada, before going to America, he had seen this land. And he had a thought in his mind, it would be a nice place to have a temple. So devotees, whatever they see, they everything relate it with Krishna's. Isavasyam idam sarvam yat kinchyat jagatam jagat tena tektena bhunjita kasyasvitma gridadhanam. In Upanishad it is mentioned that everything belongs to God, Krishna, but we have a little bit, we have own share, we have got, and we should be happy on that property of whatever our possession. But nowadays, due to lack of knowledge, people think everything belongs to me, belongs to us. They have their greater idea. So Prabhupada, whatever he sees, he always think that how this thing we will use for the pleasure of Lord Sri Krishna. So he went to America because, as we all of know, that his Guru Maharaj ordered him, his instruction was, you are educated man, you go to Western countries for preaching the mission of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this message. So it was 1922, but he went in 1965, after a long period of time. So spiritual masters' instructions, sometimes the circumstances, some situations are not favorable. That may be delayed, but that cannot be omitted. We can do it in latter also, but we must do it. So after, when he went to America, he established this movement. He come back to India with some of the disciples, Westerner disciples. So here the name. So now, as we are actually, we know few of them, like some Srila Prabhupada, and we read from the books and we understand them. Sometimes when I read these books, I read the names, I try to understand who is that person, how he looks like. I check in the internet, something like I check. And sometimes when I got the opportunity to meet the senior devotees, I went to them and sit in front of them, ask the questions related to all those devotees. Sometimes Bhima Prabhu narrated nice pastimes about all these devotees. Yes? So we hear and we get pleasure when we hear. So here in Akash Ganga, every day they used to call the different people. Now also, one day I was giving some lecture in fast war. Some of the boys, they were calling in one corner. So I was looking for whom you are calling. Then they told me, this is a list of live members. We are calling them because Janmashtami is coming. So that it comes in my mind. So the devotees were calling to the live members of the devotees for help. So somehow or other, here it is the name, Tushta Krishna Prabhu. He encountered this A.B. Nair, this Nair. So now, Srila Prabhupada had a meeting with Mr. Nair, and Mr. Nair approached Prabhupada, yes, I have a piece of land. Would you like to see that land? You know, when we visit in our ISKCON centers, most of the time the devotees, they show us their new lands, if they purchased, how they got the land, you know. So all these things they showed us, and we go there, bahut acha kirtan, we do some kirtan there. So that also pleasing. Now so many centers are coming up. So this way, Srila Prabhupada here, Srila Prabhupada, whatever it may be, he is always gracious to all the people. Although here it is said, Yaduvar Prabhu, he was commenting, this person is, he was thinking that this person is not suspicious. You know, what he is telling, maybe he cheat. Like the past encounter, Yaduvar Prabhu, he noted. And later also we heard that how Nair, he tried to cheat the devotees. So the next morning, after taking a walk on Juhu beach, Prabhupada and party of devotees had gone to see the property. Prabhupada had liked it very much. Look at all these coconut trees. He pointed out, there are a lot of coconuts and we can sell them and drink from them. This is the most important land in Bombay, he had said. We are going to develop it. But his leaders, Madhudisha Prabhu, Syamasundar and Tamal Krishna Maharaj, had not agreed. To begin with, the land was far from the city where most of our live members and friends had their homes and offices. The devotees had been thinking of themselves like Malwar Hill, some nice place nearby. So Juhu was beyond the suburbs. Brahmananda later said it was a place where no one went, a fishing village. Gargamuni called it. That's what it was, a fishing village. So when I read this, so I try to understand how is this is fishing village. So I recalled it that some years, 3-4 years before, we had a garden there, you know. So they gave us, now it is not our under. So once I went there to see that garden, so I see that all the fishermen houses are there, colonies, like, you know, people are living there, village. So yes, people go to the sea for fishing here. So this is a fisher village. But Srila Prabhupada had a vision that yes, this would be a center, this would be a temple here. So fishing village means it is not that the peoples from this village they become devotees. So in other places the devotee had always rented or bought a house and converted it into temple. They had never bought land and built a temple from scratch. And the land was rough, overgrown by jungle and brush, and full of junk, with old 2-story apartment buildings occupied by tenants. In the back, locals were distilling illicit liquor in the thickets. Even staying on the land, what to speak of developing it, would be a challenge. So this would be a challenge. Because, when we see something also in our practical, when we preach, sometimes we think, oh, this place, if we go there, who will take our books? Who will hear? We think no one will take. But sometimes in surprise, in such places also, devotees are there. There is an opportunity for preaching also happen. When we started first time village to village program, so our devotees, Sujay Krishna Prabhu, he told me, because they were doing village to village programs. Previously we used to go city to city programs, one city then another city. I was thinking, no, we are doing city to city. Our devotees go to offices, school, colleges, some They take big, big books. What are the village people should take? And he explained me whole how they do in Pune and श्री गौर निताई भगवान की जय, श्री श्री राधा रासबिहारी की जय, श्री श्री सीताराम लक्ष्मण. So it was also for me a challenge to implement that. Because morning time, early morning you have to go to the village. People even, they wake up when our sound comes, Hare Krishna, like that. People comes out. What happened? And so many saffron devotees come with a bus, red bus, very nice bus this is. They come out with brushing. Brushing ko kara, dekh raha bas. Even they, sometimes in gamcha. Sometimes people comes like that. And devotees, they go and meet the people and tell about our books. And the devotees, every day we started to campaign 5 villages. 4, 5 villages. Morning, early morning 3 villages, evening 2 villages, evening time sometimes 1 city. First time we did, and we got a success. So many books. Previously we used to just distribute something, 1,000, 100, 500, 1,500 like that. But when we did it in villages, within 2 months, 7 to 8,000 Bhagavad Gita. That time we started like that. Although sometimes challenging us there. We could not understand what will happen, but that happened. Yes. So, here, when you hear these things now, because if we complete this book, what to complete? Now we have a personal seat here, because already the case is over. We have the land, we have the temple, we are staying here. Okay. So when we will go for this whole book, we will read the whole story, the whole history, how this land we got, how we constructed the building, how we have this nice project, how this project was going on. So whole thing is there. Because short of time, I think I will start to narrate one pastime. And today is the disappearance day of Devanand Pandit Prabhu. So Devanand Pandit Prabhu, he was a Bhagavatam reciter. Yes. Bhagavatam reciter, Bhagavad Kathakar. So many Bhagavad Kathakars are there. Specifically in India, many. But due to Srila Prabhupada preaching in all over the world, we can see now Vaishnava speaker of Bhagavatam is also many. So many are there. So Devanand Pandit, he was associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. At that time, he was a Bhagavatam Kathakar. So, Devanand Pandit Prabhu, his recitation of Bhagavatam, when he recites, hundreds and thousands of people come to hear. So many become his disciples. He's very famous. Yesterday class, Srila Prabhupada was talking about one Bhagavatam reciter, Bhagavatam Kathakar. Yes, very famous. So we have to understand what is the difference between all those Kathakar and the presentation by the devotees. What is the difference we have to understand? What they explain, what the devotees' explanations. Bhagavatam. So Devanand Pandit Prabhu, he was explaining Bhagavatam not according to the Vaishnava philosophy. He was there is Mayavad philosophy was there. Mayavadi philosophy. Some of the Kathakar nowadays, let me tell. Generally, when such Saptaha, Katha going on, for us, we think, for us it is like, a celebration. How they do Katha, you do celebrate, how is it possible? They speak some Mayavadi philosophy, but how you celebrate? Yes, we celebrate it by doing book distribution. In Maharashtra, There are there is so many kathakars are there. One kathakar is he's from Giri Sampradaya. Giri means he's a Shankarites, but he's very he speak on Bhagavatam, and his Bhagavatam and his that program is recorded in Guinness Book of World. That feeding lakhs of people within 7 days. So they do Gopal Kala. It means Gopal Kala is people bring bhakri from their homes, and they in that pandal, in that area, they personally, they do what? Amti. They prepare amti. Amti means not with, like they use heavy paste of onion and garlic, and with this, have you seen this milk tanker? In that milk tanker, they fill that tanker with this empty, and they distribute it like that. So, 5-6 years before, some of the devotees told me, there is such a Bhagavad Katha is going on. For how many days? 7 days. How many people will come? They told me, lakhs people will come. First time what? Lakhs and lakhs people. Bapre, itna lakh. So then he described the whole things, how it will happen. The last 2 days, so many people will visit. So one of our devotee who stayed with me here, 1-2 years he served here. His father was organizer of those Bhagavad Katha. So he became my friend, and he said, Prabhuji, you come, we will give you the facility. So we went there, we parked our bus, and we distributed books. So generally people come and hear that Bhagavad Kirtan, 11th canto Bhagavatam, and they goes back. They don't understand Bhagavatam, they don't know anything about Bhagavatam, just come and see that mela and eat something and go back. Like that people do. But when we go there, our 10 brahmachari, they actually give Bhagavatam classes to the people. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Sometimes people come to inside our bus, we give a lecture to them. So many people, they took Bhagavatam sets. Yes, that is real Bhagavatam. So, this Devanand Pandit Prabhu, he was doing this Bhagavatam Katha, and so many people were there. And once, Srivas Pandit, he went there. As soon as he heard Bhagavatam, he started crying. All these symptoms exhibited in his body, and he was rolling, crying on ground. And these people thought this person may be a mad person. Take away this person from. So all these, those are volunteers, they took away Srivas Pandit. Srivas Pandit was feeling very guilty. He was crying. He was misbehaved, disrespected in that program. Sometimes people should disrespect the devotees. Once we went there, they called, they invited, we went there. And where we parked our vehicle, all the volunteers came and they told, you cannot put your vehicle here. Please take it and put it in your parking place. Sabhi time aisa hota hai. Wherever we go, as soon as we park our vehicle, immediately some people will come and they give a lecture to us. This is not proper place. This is choke. You have to move. Always. And our devotees are, Prabhuji, this person came, he is telling, please, I always say to my devotees, don't hear. You start to distribute books. Let them to say whatever they, but we have to distribute today books here. Whomever it comes, like a policeman, whoever it may come, we have to put it, means this is a proper place, people will come and take. So once a group of people came, volunteers, they told her, Maharaj, kasa kai, itha chala aage chala, go ahead. I told him, this is Bhagavad Katha, we have come here, we will give some Bhagavad Gita to people, we will help people to understand Bhagavatam. So they said, no. This will create problem because traffic problem. People will gather here, you cannot, due to security, you have to go. Then after that, I explained them that they were not hearing. Then I said, I will not move my vehicle here. That would be like a movie scene. So many people gathered, and we 2-3 devotees standing here. I was personally driving my vehicle, I was in driving seat. And that person, खींच लिया मुझे पूरा ऐसा. And मैं नीचे. Then I said to them about this. Then one person who was hearing, he said that, okay, Maharaj, we'll give you a place. So they gave us a place. That place was in front of that exhibition center. In that, there is a agriculture exhibition center. So all these people, those who come to that festival, Mela, they all come to that place and they go up. So in that place, every day we started to distribute books. Per day, 30,000-40,000 rupees worth of books. So Krishna arranged. Krishna, actually when we go out, don't think that Krishna is not looking. Srila Prabhupada is there, all these Vaishnavas, mercies are there with us. When we do something, then favorable condition, situation, everything will come to you. So these devotees, Devanand Pandit, Prabhu Bhagavat Katha, that time they disrespected whom? Srivas Pandit. So later, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu demonstrated his Mahaprakash Lila, that time he reminded Srivas. Do you remember that day? This Devanand Pandit and his disciples, he even not speak any words against that. But later, Devanand Pandit, when he heard that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas and he went to Jagannath Puri, so Devanand Pandit, he remorsed. He feel guilty that this is a mistake, this is an offense from my side. My disciples disrespected this Mahabhagavat. There are two types of Bhagavat, Vyakti Bhagavat and Book Bhagavat. So Vyakti Bhagavat means those who are living in accordance with the instructions of Bhagavat Mahapurana. Who are these peoples? Who are these peoples? All those devotees who are participating in the preaching program, Srila Prabhupada, they are all considered as Vyakti Bhagavat. Maybe someone is initial stage, new fight, someone is, little bit advanced, someone is advanced, but they are all in process. Today or tomorrow, they will become Mahabhagavat. So when we are staying in the devotees community, we should be very careful to deal with the devotees. So many times we heard this, how to be with the devotees. Always. In practicality, when we will do it in practical, when we are in service. Otherwise, simply philosophy, you are there serving, I am serving in somewhere. When you come together and we have a mission and missionary activity we are doing, that time we understand how to behave and how to stay with the devotees. Vyakti Bhagavat. And Book Bhagavat, Grantha Bhagavat, Srila Prabhupada personally, he commented on Srimad Bhagavatam. His commentaries are in English language. He commented. My Guru Maharaj always used to say, when Srila Prabhupada was writing, commenting on Srimad Bhagavatam, in front of him, there are 10 different types of commentaries. 10 different types of. So he read all the commentaries and then he make it simple and he write it in English and he sometimes gives some instructions like that. So when Srila Prabhupada was writing Srimad Bhagavat Mahapurana, that time some of the scholars in Vrindavan, they used to say, what Swamiji is doing? He should comment on Upanishads. He should comment on Vedanta Sutra. Why is commenting on this, stories? When I give this book, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, I always tell people, this is not a just story book. Don't think this is only stories. Krishna did this in Mathura, Vrindavan. No. This book, story with philosophy. All the philosophy, whatever it may be, if you will go to an Indology department in any university, and you can check there what the philosophies are there, everything is written in Srila Prabhupada books. So this philosophy you can get in story form in that book. Sometimes people come and ask us, give me this book, Kadambari, give me that book, Jugandhar, something like, so many books, fictional books. When I was 10th standard, that time I read one book, Jagya Seni. That book was written by one of the Oriya, very great scholar, Pratibha Rai. So I read that book that time, Jagya Seni. In that book, she wrote, if she is Draupadi, how she could handle this 5 husbands? What would be her thoughts like that? No? That is a very interesting book. And this book got an award. She got an award. So this type of mental concussion, their own thoughts they wrote in these books, people read all those books. But our devotees, when they give Srila Prabhupada books, these are the genuine books, authentic books. When they will read these books, they will understand what is fictional books, what is authentic books. Otherwise, they think, all books are same. All leelas, all pastimes are equal. One Bhagavad Kathakar, he came to my stall few years ago, and he had an interest to take our Marathi version Bhagavatam set. And we had a discussion, and I asked him, what do you do? Then he said me, he's a Kathakar, he do Kathas. And he gave his, this ID card, he gave his card, So in that card, all the different categories of Katha was mentioned. Like he do this, Brata, that Parayan, that Charitra, all these things. A list of. And he said that also he's a Bhagavatam speaker. Then I asked him, when you do Bhagavad Katha, what do you speak? He said, I spoke on Bhagavatam, I spoke on Lord Krishna's pastimes, Leelas, all these things. Then when we do Katha of this, Charitras, all this, I don't take the names because this is streaming, Then he said, what do you call them that time? Who is God? Who is Bhagavan? No, I say that time also that Bhagavan joy, like that, So they speak, wherever you take them, they will speak something. They will flatter the people just to get some money. So this type of Kathakars are there. So, this Grantha Bhagavat, it is also personified. When we read Srila Prabhupada's books specifically, that books tells us, yes. It's like someone is telling, because Srila Prabhupada spoke and that is written. Like you are interacting with a person. ऐसा लगता है हम लोगों को. So, that's why devotees when go out for preaching, they actually present Srimad Bhagavatam Mahapuran, the messages, in such a way that actually fructify the devotional seed in the heart of devotees. That's what Srila Prabhupada says, just by hearing Bhagavatam, shedding tears, crying, sometimes dancing in different channels, different big pandals, one can't become a devotee. One can become devotee when that person comes in touch with the devotees of the Lord. That's why when we preach, when we tell people, we should somehow engage them in the service of Lord Krishna. When they directly in touch with the devotees, then the life will be transferred. Otherwise there will be no transformation. Same to same. कोई change नहीं होने वाला. So that's why Grantha Bhagavat is very important. Because we can take that Grantha Bhagavat to the remote part of this world. Anywhere, everywhere, wherever you are going, you can give that Bhagavatam. If anyone reads Srila Prabhupada books, that person, starts his devotional service. That is the power of Srila Prabhupada books. So Srila Prabhupada said yesterday that Bhagavatam reciters, he was telling, stay at your home, be peaceful. This family life is very good. Prabhupada said that person never tell to people, this samsara is very dangerous. Padam padam yad vipadam. Every step there is danger. He will not tell. Stay happy. So these things is going on the name of Bhagavatam. So whenever and wherever we get the opportunity, we must, speak on Srimad Bhagavatam and help the people to understand Bhagavatam Mahapurana. So later, Shri Gaurnatai Bhagwan ki jai, Shri Shri Radharashwari Bhagwan ki jai, Shri Shri Sitaram Lakshmana Hanuman ki jai. So later, Devanand Pandit village, Kulia Gram, he was staying in that village. So one day, Bakreshwar Pandit, who came, Bakreshwar Pandit was a good dancer, who had a record also for continuously dancing 72 hours. 72 hours. Generally, Ekadashi day, it is mentioned in Ekadashi Mahatmya, you should wake up whole night. It is very difficult to us to wake up at night. But he danced for so long. So that time he came to Kulia. Present day, this is Navadvip. And he was dancing. So Bakreshwar Pandit, when he was dancing, Devanand Pandit Prabhu, he came. He saw this Mahabhagavati dancing here, and all the peoples they gathered. All the peoples, they were watching. And that time with a stick, he was, making a circle and helping Devanand Pandit to dance, Bakreshwar Pandit to dance. And when Bakreshwar Pandit, he fell down, and Devanand Pandit, he put, Bakreshwar Pandit head on his lap, and he did that service. By doing that little service to the Vaishnava, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recognized. He noted that, yes, he has done a service. Even a small service. Even a small service. Someone who appreciates this moment. Someone who appreciates this preaching work, book distributions. By just appreciation also, that person can get some credit, can some piety. Yes. Later when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Kulia, that time he actually forgave Devanand Pandit. So his disappearance day, Vaishnava, when they disappear, still they present. When sometimes we disappear and some objects disappear, it is not more visible. But the Vaishnavas, they disappear to this world, but still they live by their teachings, by their exemplary life. So, these pastimes of Devanand Pandit Prabhu, how he did offense and later he was again forgave, by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This also helps us to understand that we should be very careful when we deal with the devotees. So today is Ekadasi, and we discuss all this, from this I will build a temple, the Jewish story, and specifically, please, bless me that I could do something, you know, fruitful in the service of Srila Prabhupada, and to please Radha Rasbihari temple, because I joined here and all the devotees, they trained me to do services here. So I always be grateful to all of you. Hare Krishna. So if anyone wants to add something, 5 minutes is there. Mataji has a comment or question.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Foremost, thank you very much for your nice class.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, honestly, I had this one when you spoke about your experience in rural preaching, and you were parking the bus in many places and you were facing challenges in the premises. And honestly, this thought came to me, was there a way to respect their rules and still continue the preaching program? Because like when people come to our temple, we have rules, keep the phone on silent, don't take photographs. So when you go to the other premises, was there a way that we could have parked the bus somewhere else, respected the rules, and still continued the preaching? Because I don't know the actual, what actually happened. So this was bothering me, like, because we must respect rules when
Rules
we
and
go to others'
regulations.
premises.
Very nice. So generally, we respect all the rules and regulations in the cities. We respect. But when come for book distributions, sometimes I am not from here to tell, to violate the rules and regulations. So what happens generally nowadays? All those places, like when you go to a city, there is an older city, there is a new city. Every city there is, something changing the things. So when we go there, the bikes, auto rickshaws, and other cars, those places we previously used to distribute, park our vehicle and distribute the books. These places are already now uh, captured by this rickshaw stand, car stand. So these are, they have captured. So generally bus stand, railway stations front, these people are previously vacant. We used to do that. So nowadays when we go there, although the rules are not there to park the vehicle on the road, because in India, we don't have parking places also. We don't have parking places also. Everywhere. Always you will not get parking places. But sometimes we approach them for 1 or 2 hours, and sometimes policemen, all the peoples, they agreed. Latter agreed. In the first interaction, they had a fight with us. Jhagda karte. But after some time, when we give them some prasadam, when we talk with them, so later in the end, they do handshake with us. बहुत अच्छा काम किया महाराज, बहुत अच्छा. Next time also neither, you should come here. So like that. So when there is opportunity, devotees try to distribute the books. Sometimes we do that, but not always violating the rules and regulations. So when we will preach, when you go out also, you will understand these things. You have that personal experiences. Hare Krishna. You want to add something? One line? Adhokats Prabhu, you want to tell? No? Thank you. Thank you very much. जरूर श्रील प्रभुपाद की जाय, एकादश महात्मा की जाय, गिरिराज स्वामी महाराज की जाय, जरूर श्रील प्रभुपाद की